We'll open real soon. Join the animatronics family.
What if I told you I was going to do that?
I messed up the lyrics. Oh, were you going to do that?
Can't wait to meet you.
That's what I meant to say, that part.
Join the animatronic family.
We open real soon.
Dude, we need to get that little chubby kid on.
Sure. Which one? There's a lot of them. People love a chubby kid.
Not the
internet
Rizzler.
loves.
There's a whole island of people that love chubby kids.
Wow. We're not even a minute into the podcast yet. Hey. Pretty good. See, I'm not a joke snob. That was quick.
Thank
I
you.
liked it. Yeah.
It was low hanging fruit.
That's my favorite type of fruit. It's the only fruit I can reach.
Oh, zing! How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, dude. I'm good, and I'm feeling very grateful right now.
Whoa.
Because much like you, you've expressed this as well. This is the longest I've ever done a podcast, and the podcast that I listen to, they celebrated their 10-year anniversary. Shout out, pardon my take.
Sure.
But I listened to the first episode when I was 18 years old as a senior in high school, and I remember just being like, I love these guys. I love that these guys are kind of just stupid and dumb, and they don't care. Yeah, and that's my favorite part of the show, and they've still been doing that. And they said something like, they said that the most important thing was that they continued to just show up and also just be stupid. And I'm like, I think we got something similar here. Not similar to their show, but just similar in a sense of just like, we're just kind of dudes, and we just continue to keep doing this. So
totally.
Shout out us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. That's very, you caught me off guard with the sentiment. I wasn't.
I know.
That.
It kind of came out of nowhere. We
didn't prepare a pre-show sentiment. So now I look like a tool bag because now you just said something really nice. And now I'm like, ditto, I guess. Yeah. No, hey guys, I'm also grateful. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. That's that. No, I have to do that.
I like this character. I like that character. The smiley politician guy. Yeah. You should incorporate that into some of your stuff.
I will. I'll do that.
Thank you. That's a Bezos.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's a Jeff Bezos for sure.
Really good stuff from Slim Dookie. I just want to sort of piggyback off that.
Like Teams meeting guy.
True.
Just to circle back on it's a lot of those things that you were ideating, but it seems synergy and whatnot. I
synergy.
Want to I guess just echo that back,
right,
and just say that we'll have it all buttoned up by Friday.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Just saying, dudes that just love to say a whole bunch of nothing.
Just corporate
incredible.
Speak. Dude, when I worked like that job, I worked at an agency for a while. Dude, I was the king of corporate speak. Oh my gosh, dude. I was a big I got no one at where I worked said buttoned up until I got there. And everyone started saying, I'm like, you guys stole my whole flow. Dude, Ankita never said buttoned up. And then like month 2 of me working there, she was the queen of buttoning things up.
Whoa.
I just need I need the rest of the day, probably button things up there. And she's like, you'll get it buttoned up, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, I almost did an accent.
What do you mean almost? You did an accent just now.
I thought about it.
You love to do an accent.
I do love to do an accent.
You love that you're a white guy, a privileged white guy that gets to get on a mic in front of an audience and do a racist
I'm Hispanic,
voice.
Bro. I can do whatever I want.
True.
I'm white presenting.
I'm Italian. I'm sort of the Mexican of Europe.
Yeah, and Filipinos are the Mexicans of Asians. Have I said that on the show before?
I don't think you have, but I mean, maybe don't.
My Filipino friend said it to me. He was talking. I remember in middle school, like I was in not humble brag, gifted and talented classes. Whatever, not a big deal. But it was me and a ton of Asians. And so I'm like hanging out with the Filipino kids, and I'm like you guys are like tight with them sometimes, but whenever we do group projects, you come over here. Because I was like the dumb one in the class. Like, I was like, anyone want to be with me in the group project? I tested it in kindergarten. They all tested it later. Like, I was just I was ahead of the curve before anyone was learning things.
Yes, you're right.
But they were like, dude, like they don't fuck with us at all. Like, we're the Mexicans of Asians. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. I was like, wow, fascinating.
Yes. No, that is my brother-in-law is Filipino.
Okay.
He's full 100% Filipino. So yes, he has said that before as well. As a Californian that went to Catholic school, they are the Mexicans of Asia, says Gooch. Well, it looks like we have the three premier experts on Filipinos here, the three white guys that aren't Filipino at all. It seems like we've got the three experts on what Filipinos are.
When the UN calls
I think we should be the guys. I think we should be the guys to tell other races what they are.
There's got to be a guy that was gifted and talented in middle school that had some classes with another guy who has a brother-in-law, and then a guy who just went to Catholic school in California. Those guys, we need their take. Yeah,
we're the committee on what races are all about, and we should.
Yeah, we should make our whole show about races.
Race. Yes.
Yes.
I agree. We should do one. We should do one of the episodes where we go like, yeah. And at the end of the episode, we're gonna rank our favorite races, and then just not touch it again until the end of the episode. And then when we get there, we go like, number 1, Daytona 500.
That'd be good. Why'd you just reveal that?
I know. Fuck. I should have kept it. Well, because we have one viewer.
It's true. We can still do it.
It's Gooch, and we get probably 13 listeners on every podcast episode, so it's not like
live viewers. Our podcast numbers recap. I think it's fun to keep the people in the loop, but
sure,
we are almost at. Excuse me. We're almost at 1,000 listens.
Whoa!
And Spotify's doing that thing where it won't show me, so I have to go to my phone. I checked it today. We're almost at 1,000 total listens. I think we peaked. Our Theo Ash episode had the most listeners ever, but second is definitely
how many did I get?
Dude, since we switched the hosting to Podbean,
I know it's hard to
it like threw off all our analytics because now Spotify's like, oh, you're not hosting with us? Well, like you don't get to see any analytics anymore.
Perfect.
It just like only shows you kind of the broad general ones.
Okay.
But also episodes just wouldn't post when we just couldn't post episodes half the time when we hosted with Spotify. So it was a pain in the butt. If I could pull it up, I mean, it works like half the time on my computer. Either way, almost at 1,000 listens.
Hey,
I think our Theo Ash episode did like over 100. And then lately they've been all around like 50, 60, 70, 80.
Cool.
Around there.
Hey,
so
thank you guys
pretty
for
good stuff, dude.
Yeah, very cool. We're growing. The boys are growing.
We're growing. Speaking of growing.
Yes.
Speaking of growing, my penis. Just kidding. That would have been, if I had something for that, that would have been good. But,
was that supposed to be a segue into college basketball?
Yeah, it was. And then I was thinking, and I was like,
you could have said, I literally just said we're boys that are growing. You could have said, speaking of growing boys, college basketball. They're still
they're not growing.
Men that are growing. Yeah, for sure they are.
They're all like 25, dude. NIL ruined growing boys in college basketball. I'll say it.
Well, hey, listen, on the docket today, for those that are still listening, I can't imagine it's a lot of you. I can't imagine that many of you stuck around.
First off, blind ranking races on TikTok. Shout out Gooch.
For those still listening today, we're going to just touch a little bit on college basketball as we're getting into the swing of March Madness here. Before we're I believe we're like a week out here, a couple days out from conference play before rankings for
conference tournament.
Sorry, conference tournament. So we're going to touch a little bit on college basketball. We're going to talk a little bit of soccer. We're going to continue a steady drumbeat of soccer as we come into the summer here with the World Cup on. And then sort of just pop around the league a little bit in the NBA, see what's what, who's who, and then we will finish off with another draft because we had such a fun time with the appetizer draft.
I had so much fun.
I bet you did.
The draft, I had a blast.
Personally, I had a ton of fun. I really enjoyed rage baiting you.
I never checked the poll from the.
Oh yeah, pull that up. Yeah, I'm curious to see what that is.
The appetizer scandal.
And then the draft today. We are building a starting five with centers only.
Damn, so you won the poll.
Stick around. Yeah, of course I did, dude.
36 votes. It was close though. I think you had 58 and I had 42%.
Yeah, that's close for sure.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking pissed. That just means that more people that listen to our show and watch our stuff like you than like me. That's what that means.
No. My followers are very honest with me. My followers, they relish at the opportunity to shit on me. I don't know what it is.
And your followers all agree with you that you're 6'5".
Yeah, they're all in on the bit. No, they all love to. Dude, if you go look at any video I post where it's like a wide of me like standing in a room, there's at least 5 comments that are like pretty tall ceilings, huh? Like my followers. I
saw the one of you by your like they just received the most devastating news, and they're like Siri, how tall is a fridge?
Yeah, my followers love to fuck with me and tell me I'm wrong and make fun of me. They would if they thought you were right. I promise you'd know about it. J Dude is back. Tyreek Evans or Jeremy Lamb? Great question.
J Dude, I think Evans, is the funniest person in my life. The funniest like side character NPC that I know is J Dude 1000%.
I do agree. J Dude is up there for like all time NPCs in my life. Yes.
Yeah, and like Gooch and Thickums are punching air right now because they're like, dog. Like we're right here.
We're right here.
And you guys get you guys get your flowers all the time, but we ignore J Dude like probably 99% of the time.
It's true.
I just had to give him a little a little bit of love there.
Well, and Gooch also to be fair, Gooch and Thickums don't even feel like NPCs. They feel like they're sort of in the
they're real people in my life.
They're in the fold. They're real people that exist. J Dude is a figment of all of our imagination.
If we had like a high level if we had a high level AI mod, they would ban J Dude and be like, that's a bot. Like that's definitely a bot.
J Dude is a concept. J Dude is a concept. He's not he's nothing material about J Dude. He's a concept. And to answer your question, J Dude, Tyreek Evans. Hating Dookie for the J Dude glaze. All this time I thought I was the third pod member. I mean, you kind of are. You caused young Sheldon for this, which also young Sheldon, really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, do you just turn on what like True TV and just let it ride?
Yeah, like you're just throwing on like
or like FX.
The classic I'm just gonna go to like channel 17 and whatever's on is what I'm watching.
Gooch's watching history is literally just like, what did a 50-year-old mom whose kids are out of the house now? Like, what is she watching? It's like,
what would a stay-at-home mom throw on while she's cleaning up around the house?
Impractical Jokers, like wholesome family sitcoms.
Young Sheldon,
Young Sheldon.
Modern Family. I'm sure there's a Modern Family in the fold somewhere.
Yeah, dude, I'll see like Young Sheldon clips on like YouTube Shorts. And it's just like him being like smart about something, and then it plays that like
laugh track,
dark like dubstep, and just throws in a Young Sheldon montage afterwards after he like says something kind of smart for an 8-year-old.
Right. Make fun of a 9-month-long subscriber.
Put you on blast. Let's get into it. Let's talk a little. We're gonna go college ball first.
Yep.
So, looking at the field of play here, I think we got our Juggernauts, Duke, we got Arizona, Michigan,
State,
and Michigan, and UConn. Those are the projected 1 seeds right now, and I agree. But we could see a little bit of sliding in and out, especially from like a Houston, maybe like
I was going to say
Alabama. Alabama could win a conference tournament, and slide in. Florida is still incredible too, but that's right I was going to say that's what we got.
Florida, Michigan State, and. I don't know. I don't know if I fully believe in Iowa State or Houston right now, but Alabama looks pretty good right now too for a team that's not ranked in the top 10 at the moment. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're 16 is what I'm seeing here. I like the Michigan State team. I'm just kind of starting to get in the swing of college basketball here, but from what I've seen, I like this Michigan State team to be a team that maybe upsets some people.
Dude, what's his face? Cohen Carr.
Yeah,
he's like 6'6", 6'7" wing with a 50-inch vertical, bro.
Yes, I like that kid.
He's gonna be a fun NBA player, dude. And he's also just going to be a fun player. Like he's going to boom on somebody in March. Like he's going to absolutely punish someone.
He'll have a couple of cool moments in March. Yes.
Yeah. It could just be an Izzo year. Yeah. No. Like I was just agreeing. Michigan State. Like, I feel like the Michigan State's kind of like the Pistons. Like, every once in a while they're just fueled by hate and they just motherfuck their way to a Final Four.
Yeah. So I love a team like that. That's the type of team I pull for.
Who's similar though is Houston, and Houston's just been doing it often lately.
Yeah.
Kelvin Sampson, bro. You want to enjoy watching a team play defense? Watch Houston play defense. Like, when they're in the tournament and you're like, oh shit, Houston's on. Do not watch the other team on offense. Watch them play defense in those possessions. Just watch guys fly around, rotate perfectly, just be super, super aggressive. They're in the gaps, they're in passing lanes, they're boxing the shit out of people. Like they play great defense. It's super fun to watch.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like I agree with what you said that right now it is Duke, Arizona, Michigan, and UConn. I do think Florida's right there. I think Florida's got a good chance to slide in as far as juggernauts go. Do you have a favorite right now? Do you have a 1-1 right now, or is there a close tie between the top two? Or
man, I've been wrong every time I picked this team when they were good, but sure. I watched Arizona play. I watched them play Kansas, dude. Kansas is a good team.
Yeah.
They made them look sorry. Dude. I think Arizona, to me, Arizona feels similar to Florida, but I feel like they're just even more of a wagon than Florida is. And I don't have a ton of facts to back that up, but that's just how I feel. What about you?
Yeah, I was going to agree with you. I think Arizona is my team right now. Obviously, Duke is great. They're always going to be good. I just, for whatever reason, Cam Boozer's a beast. Like, I get it. I'm not trying to say Cam Boozer's bad. Basketball player, Cam Boozer. I don't know what it is. I just am not on the Boozer bandwagon right now. I just don't.
Why is that?
Someone needs to agree with me on this, because I couldn't get Dookie to see it my way. I don't like the way he moves. If we're going back to Gatewatch, shout out the first couple episodes.
Shout out Gatewatch. Hey, day one.
If anyone was around for Gatewatch, Cam Boozer prances a little bit. I don't know what it is. The way he runs, he just doesn't move like smooth. Like he's not an enjoyable player for me to watch. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I don't think he has this like flashy game. By the way, shout out Gooch. I didn't see the chat. 9-month subscriber. Got to give it up for him.
Oh yeah, I commented on that earlier. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay, good. I couldn't remember. But like his game is not like this very, very like, oh my gosh, watch him. Like, look at AJ DeBonsa, look at Darren Peterson, or even some of these other guys up there, like what's his face, Caleb Wilson at UNC.
Yeah, Wilson's great.
Like even like Darius Acuff, like that make these plays. You're like, oh my gosh, like look at this
Acuff
guy.
I like a lot.
Acuff. If the Mavs don't get a good lottery pick, future Maverick Darius Acuff. But Boozer's game, like he's just solid in every aspect of the game. Like he's just really, really solid. He's just a 8, 6'9" just athlete who's strong and solid. He finishes. Like, I think he's the kind of guy that once he gets to the NBA, he's going to be out there on the perimeter. Like, I don't think he's going to be because he pretty much plays like
he plays bully ball.
He plays the 5 for them, like a point forward-ish kind of guy for them, like just decision maker with the ball in his hands often. He'll be off ball in the NBA, but he can find like a like a Thompson twin type role pretty early in the league, I think. Like,
you think he's that good defensively and
I think he can get there. I think he's more of a true forward version of what they are, because they're like guards.
Okay.
Like the Thompson twins are both like 6'5", and they're just these springy, wiry athletes. And maybe the Thompson twins aren't great examples to compare him to, but I'm just thinking of like a very, very solid forward that you can plug into just about any lineup, and he's going to give you production in a lot of different areas. Do you think
he's a guy that, like, when he goes to the league, his game translates in a way where he's winning he's like I shouldn't say winning. He's like an all-star caliber player at some point. Or do you think he's just going to be like a premier role guy type of thing?
Yes, second one. I think he's a very much so a supplementary guy. But I think like how many teams in the NBA are like we need our 1-1 guy right now.
Yeah,
like,
right.
The Jazz maybe.
Yeah.
Like
could he be a bigger Josh Hart? Could that sort of end up being where he ends up, like a kind of just a multi-purpose guy, but like a forward version of Josh Hart?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, and I mean the Thompson twins, their biggest glaring issue is they cannot shoot the rock like a lick. And I think Boozer, he'll be okay. Like you look at him shoot it and you're like, no matter what the percentages say, I'm not super concerned. I haven't even checked his 3-point percentage. I can check right now, but
I don't know what it is off top either, but yeah.
But either way, I'm not too concerned about like him like fizzling out. It's not like he's out of the league in like 5 years. No, definitely not. He'll be fine.
Okay.
Is he going to be a max contract player? Like probably not, but he'll be in the league. He'll be a valuable player for a long time.
Sure. Yeah. I think my thing is I like the upside of potential franchise player of Dybonsa more than I like.
Oh, for sure.
What I think like stealing will be.
Unless like a team happens to get the number 2 pick that really just doesn't need, and I think even if you do get that pick, like if you don't need a 1 or a 2 guy, like you might still take Dybonsa and then be like, okay, well we don't really need, he doesn't fit in. Like we already have 2 guys that are going to be taking 50% of our shots. Like let's trade him and get a bunch of guys that are probably going to be Cam Boozers right now. Like let's go get some wings, whatever, some realized pieces. But dude, if I'm the Mavs and I get the 3 spot, I'm stoked to take Cam Boozer.
Cam Boozer and Cooper Flagg would be very interesting.
Yeah, just dude, because
Coop very interesting.
Like this whole Coop at the 1 isn't working thing. It's working now. Like I'm fully fledged. Like I can admit that it really works now. Put the ball in his hands, dude. He's fine now. I don't think it was wise to do right away.
Sure.
Because it's funny. It started working after they moved him off ball. They starting Nembhard or Brandon Williams at the 1, and then like slowly put the ball in his hands more often, and then it started,
which is probably the right play to begin with.
And that's what I talked to my buddy about it. And he's like, I think it was genius to put him at the 1 early. I think I can appreciate you saying that, and I know like if you didn't watch every game, then like you're looking at the zoomed out picture and you're like, oh yeah, of course.
You're seeing the results. Yes.
Yeah. But watching it real time, you're like, this didn't work. It only started working once they moved him off ball. But either way, it's sort of almost Cam Boozer basketball player. That's my point.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, even if you just like think of the idea of like, if you started that earlier, like if you just started him off the ball earlier, would he have developed into what you wanted him to be earlier also?
Exactly.
What you being Jason Kidd, like you can zoom out, like you said right now, and be like, well, it worked, and it's like, well, could it have worked better and faster if you had just done it the right way to begin with?
Yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Could we not be trading away our our franchise centerpiece right now if we didn't lose a bunch of games early because we're just putting the ball into the hands of an 18-year-old and saying, go work out.
Yeah, right.
By the way, Cam Boozer is shooting 40% from 3 on 3.5 attempts per game. So
good for him.
I just don't see him shoot it that often. So I figured he wasn't great, but hey.
It's interesting if the league were to end like right now, the highest draft odds for top 3 are the Kings, the Pacers, and the Nets.
Dude,
and it would just be so funny if if this whole Darren Peterson thing fell apart and he fell to the 3rd pick and the Nets just added another guard. Just continued the streak.
That would be very funny.
I do think like if it were to end today like this and it landed this way, which it often doesn't, but man, if it was the Kings with the 1st pick, I'd go get Dybonsa, and then fucking Cam Boozer on the Pacers would be so sick.
If you're the Pacers, I guess if you're the Pacers, you traded Ben Mathurin because you're like, we don't need the thing that he's best at. We don't need more of that, you know? And so like taking DeBonsa would kind of feel, you know, like I guess redundant. Cause like DeBonsa does a lot of things that Ben Mathurin does. Like I'm not saying Ben Mathurin is just as good, you know, if this does get clipped, but I think
all the people that are clipping our pod.
Yeah. I'm saying that for us. But yeah, I still think like you could take Boozer if you really, really like Boozer. Maybe you do a workout and you really like the kid and you're like, okay, I like this right away. Or you just trade the second pick, you trade down, you know, and like, be like, okay, give me essentially what, like 2 of what Boozer is going to be, or a Boozer right now that might be like 25, 26 on a bigger contract. And then a backup big or something like that.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where all these like protected picks and all this stuff ends up this year. Cause there's a couple of weird ones in the lottery.
Yeah.
Who knows? So yeah, I think we both really like Arizona. I think Duke's always going to be good. I think Michigan is undeniably good. And then that feels like tier 1. If we had to like break where there's a tier break of like, there's a clear drop off in like the teams, or do you think UConn belongs in tier 1? Cause I sort of loop UConn in with like the tier 2, Florida, Michigan State, Houston.
I feel similarly for what their team is. Yeah. But like counting UConn out in March is historically like totally. Underestimating them ever has been a bad move. But I put a lot of stock in them last year and like just think like, you know, the offense isn't quite there, but they'll figure it out. And it's kind of the same story this year. And you know, when you do have those teams that struggle to score in March, like it usually comes back to bite them. Have you ever heard of the Trapezoid of Excellence?
Yes.
So Ryan Hammer, shout out Ryan Hammer. Yeah. That's his like metric. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like every year around the tournament I always try to go watch as many videos as I possibly can about people being like, every winner has had these 5 things. There's always like it's funny because you'll get like 2 teams that are in every video, but there's always like you'll watch like 3 or 4 different videos and there's like a different group in each one that are like, these are the only guys that statistically could win and it's like the other videos saying the exact same thing about like 4 different teams. Yeah. It's like, it's really interesting, like trying to be caught up with all that stuff. But yes, I know the Trapezoid of Excellence and I do follow a lot of the statistically this team. Yeah. Yeah.
The Trapezoid is the only thing that I like treat as like canon. Yeah.
I forgot to turn the light on, by the way, so keep going.
Oh, no, you're good. But essentially, when you look at the Trapezoid, you do have UConn in the Trapezoid. You do have Duke in there. You have Michigan. You have Florida. And then they're like, dude, they're just these weird little teams in there. You got Illinois. Michigan State is right on the edge. Nebraska is right on the edge. Purdue is in, but close to the edge. Gonzaga, Louisville, Villanova. I guess Arizona's not a random team, but like, and then Iowa State too. So you do have some like middle of the road ACC teams, some higher up teams in the like the Big East or whatever, that Mountain West, whatever the hell Gonzaga's in. And then you got like St. Louis. SLU is right outside of the Trapezoid. And I mean, I'll say like a lot of these are just kind of like, okay, yeah, sure. Historically, you know, this has been right, but like didn't really feel like much of a correlation. This makes sense to me. Like it's your net rating adjusted for strength of schedule by like, that's one axis and the other one is pace of play. Saying like, okay. And that's why it's wider at the top, because if your team is better, if your net rating is better, then you can afford to play a little slower, a little faster. But if your net rating is not as good and you're closer to the bottom, then you kind of have to be right in the middle. Because you have teams like Alabama who plays faster than anyone else. And like, they're always on the far side of speed, like pace of play. Yeah. But they're never in the Trapezoid unless they're really, 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 really good that year. And they haven't lost a ton of games. Or they're winning by huge margins. But it's interesting. I think it's my favorite like metric.
So who is the team to beat right now according to the Trapezoid of Excellence? or is it it's sort of like a couple teams?
In the middle, you have like closest to the middle, it's Duke and Iowa State. And then because the highest net rating teams, like Duke is the highest net rating team that plays closest to the middle in terms of pace. And that's neither a good nor a bad thing. They're right in the middle. But Michigan is the highest net rating team. Duke is second. And then it's like Illinois, Iowa State, Arizona, Florida, Gonzaga. Then you got Purdue, UConn, Louisville, Villanova.
Okay.
Yeah. But either way.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be a fun tournament. It feels like a super deep draft class. It feels like a class that's loaded with talent. It feels like there's talent all over the place right now. So,
yes,
it's going to be a good tournament.
I think so too. Free game, real quick, before it feels like we're about to move on. So I wanted to say this. If you don't usually, and they're the first ones that happen, so it'll sneak up on you if you're not careful. But if you've never watched a mid-major, like a very small conference like the OVC or the Sun Belt, if you've never watched one of their conference tournaments, watch them. Watch the championship game at least, because there's always one insane game. Like Merrimack versus whoever, Monmouth.
Yeah.
And it'll just be the craziest game ever. And it's like, this is their Super Bowl because they're going to get slapped by a 1 seed.
Right.
They're going to be a 16 seed if they get in, and they're going to get smacked. But this game is pretty much this is their season right here. Getting into the tournament is a consolation prize for most teams, unless you're FDU. What was it? Farley Dickinson. Remember that when they beat Purdue? They beat Zach Edey and Purdue.
Oh yeah,
I think it was Farley or Fairleigh Dickinson.
Yeah, who do we think? Who do we think the Cinderella team is this year?
Oh, dude, I don't
know. It's probably too early to tell because you have to know who makes it in.
Yeah, I got to see a conference tournament.
Too early. Too early to tell.
We got Merrimack. We got a UMBC. They've done it before. They're the first team to ever do it. UMBC beating Virginia. We got Tennessee State. ETSU, Eastern Tennessee State University. Shout out. One time I made a video making fun of one of their players. I don't know. It might have been Tennessee State. And
they win.
Five or six people DM'd me and said dude, this is, and I was like, he was just like a 7'7" guy that just ran funny. And I was just like, look at this guy, man, just huffing and puffing down the floor.
And then what did they say in the DMs?
They're just like, he's the nicest guy ever. This is so mean. And then he commented and just said damn. And I was like, I took it down. I was like, and I DM'd him dude, I'm sorry. I was just, just fucking around.
Yeah.
Just guys being dudes. He was like, it's all good, bro. He's just nice about it. And then he's cool. DM'd me back every once in a while if I post a story or something and whatever.
Nice. Hell yeah.
He's playing in the BAL right now, the African League. So shout out him.
There you go. Dude, if you don't mind us switching gears to soccer here.
Let's do it.
I got a follow from Antoine Semenyo, I believe is his name. Man City player, young up and coming player, very good. We're mutuals now. He likes my shit. It's pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, that's sick.
It's cool because I'm sure you have NBA guys following you. You got Kevin Love was one of them recently, and there's a bunch of college hoopers. Yeah, Jeff Teague. You got NBA, and I have some NBA guys that follow me or interact with my shit. I think Drew Holiday and Josh Hart are the two that I see. But it was funny to see. I just spit everywhere. Wow.
Oh yeah, look at that.
My mic.
Got some residue.
That
was crazy. That's worse than any accent I've ever done.
I get
because you did that. I get to do an accent.
I could have done way worse. You already did an accent today.
I didn't really do it.
Also, you're up 5 accents to my one,
hand job,
whatever that was.
Sloppy toppy.
I don't know if it was a hand job, brother. I was getting in there.
Sorry, continue. Totally derailed your.
No, it's funny. I had a moment in my head where I was like, "Don't go too hard on this," because I like to do a bit where I do simulate a pretty aggressive blowjob,
dude.
And it
is amongst us fellas who doesn't
I mean, who amongst us hasn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. But anyway, it was cool to get outside of like the major American, NBA, NFL guys that are clearly like online. I got a couple MLB guys, I think, but it was cool to get a soccer player that's like from England.
That's dope.
I was like, hell yeah, this rules. Yeah.
Was it the potato video?
No, it was actually. I think he followed me from my dudes flirting with their girlfriend soccer video, and then
okay.
And then he just recently liked my dudes flirting with their girlfriend basketball video, which was funny too. A lot of those guys don't really follow basketball at all, but some of them do. It's kind of sick. But yeah, sort of switching gears to soccer here for a sec.
Let's do it.
Gosh, devastating loss today for Barcelona. Just fucking devastating. It was Copa del Rey. So all the major country like leagues around Europe all have sort of a similar thing to like the NBA Cup. Like the NBA Cup is sort of just stolen from
just like a mid-season tournament.
Mid-season tournament is sort of stolen from how soccer's been doing it forever. So you have like in the Premier League, the league in England, you have the FA Cup is like the big one, and there's like the Shield or something. I think there's a couple other ones I'm drawing a blank on it. But and then in La Liga you have Copa del Rey, and then I forget what they're called in like some of the other leagues because it's in like German and Italian and French, so it's hard to remember. But you have a lot of these like in-season tournament things. So this was a in-season tournament, mid-season tournament game for Barcelona. It was Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, and the way that soccer does a lot of tournaments is as you get into the later stages, you play a team twice. And then the winner is based off of aggregate score. So it would be as if if in the NBA the game 7 was like cumulative score,
like
for
point
all
differential
6 games before. No, cumulative score. So in game 1, they'll play each other twice. In game 1, if a team wins 2-0, they go into game 2 up 2-0.
Oh, interesting.
It's really interesting. That's really
a strange way to do it. That's so European.
It's really odd, but honestly, it makes for some incredible storytelling.
So, like, you can be like, we're down 3-0. Like, we got to play super, super aggressive.
Yes.
Interesting.
So yeah, so the one of the biggest comebacks in the history of soccer was in Champions League. It was PSG, the best team in France, versus Barcelona. And PSG won the first game 5-0.
Oh, shoot.
And or then 4-0 or something like that. I forget what it was. They were up by a lot of goals. More than 4 goals. 4 or more goals, right? And
a lot of goals.
A lot of goals. And Barcelona won the next game like 6-1 and won the game and moved on.
Wow.
I believe the final. It's known historically as remontada, which is like a Portuguese/Spanish word for comeback. Remontada.
Very creative.
Yeah.
We should start doing that, just coining things and just say what they are, but in a different language.
Yes, I agree.
Be like, no one's ever said it like this, though, right?
That's true. Yeah, so basically it just means like major comeback, right? For Portuguese.
We should learn the Filipino word for Mexican. And then just call Filipino people that.
No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't do that, actually.
With all the Filipino people we encounter in our day-to-day.
I encounter a lot. My family is I now have family through marriage that is Filipino, so I do.
They listen to the show?
Filipinos a lot, you dick.
I live in Alabama, so I don't see a lot of Filipinos.
You're just from the South, so you don't see much culture at all outside of.
Whoa, buddy. That is spoken like really like someone who has never been to the true South.
Listen. You can say all you want. There is no way you encounter as many cultures as you do near the coast. There's no shot.
Yeah, but that's not really encountering cultures. You realize I grew up in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, which sure. Like Dallas, Texas is more of a modern melting pot, but even in Alabama, bro, I'm in Mobile at least. I'm a minority, Chief. All right, it's not just white person soup down here.
Well, no, but you have a very high black population.
Correct.
But outside of black Americans and white Americans, is there a ton of other
a lot of South American immigrants? Just dude, we're on the coast. Like if they're swimming over, they might end up here, Chief.
Yeah, but like it's like a fake coast.
No, it's not. I'm on the water, bro.
It is. It's a fake coast.
I'm on the water. I'm on the bay.
The bay.
I'm right on the Gulf of America, dude.
So, actually,
no
California is second in the most
Connor approves of
diversity.
Gulf of America, by the way. He did comment on it.
Texas. It does say Texas is 3, to be fair.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, a lot of
Texas
a ton of different people in Dallas.
Yes.
But anyways,
a war was fought over Alabama culture is true. But yes,
the incest wars. That's what he's referring to.
The incest war.
The great incest wars of 82.
So what I was saying was, yes, Barcelona had a chance today. On aggregate, they were down 4-0. And they came out and just punched Atleti in the mouth from kickoff. So they had what was called they were doing what was called a very high press. So think of that as a full court trap.
Gotcha.
Think of when you're pressing someone in basketball, full court press. When your guards are picking up their guards, you have some wings at like half court. The idea is to like force them into turnovers in their own half of the court that they're trying to defend.
As I said, I bet the rotations are pretty similar. Of like take away, like you double, and then you have guys rotate up to take away short passes to force them to make the long pass, and hope that your guy that's playing in between two guys can make a break on the ball.
Yes, yeah. So the idea is very similar. It's that when the other team picks up the ball in their own half, and oftentimes it's from when you lose the ball, you turn the ball over in the final third, which is what would be like their
offensive
own
zone,
third, right?
Oh, their own defensive zone.
In your attacking third, right? So like the third that Barcelona was attacking into, which is Atleti's defensive third, right?
Gotcha.
When they broke into that space, it was like when they were turning the ball over, then it was get the ball back right away. It's an instant, like, you send, it's almost like sending a double, but it's not necessarily the same thing because a double in soccer is like a little more rare, although it does happen. It's actually one of the things that Lamine Yamal right now, who is like the prodigy for Barcelona, Spanish prodigy, 18 years old, he gets doubled often, which is like crazy that an 18-year-old is being doubled in soccer because you just don't really see it that much.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts. So Barcelona came out with a really high line, which means their back four, their defensive line was up the field really high.
Okay.
So the sort of cost benefit analysis there is like pros, you win the ball back frequently because you are suffocating teams in their own half, right?
Okay.
What you are giving up for that, though, is there's a lot of space in behind your back line between the last defender and the goalkeeper. So it makes it really easy for teams to counterattack if they can get out of the press.
Okay.
So think of it in the NBA as like your center is up near like half court because you're really trying to trap a team. If they just lob the ball over your center's head, they're like,
it's a bucket. Yeah.
It's a bucket, basically, right? So the way to think about it is like the last defender on the field is up near the halfway line. If you can finagle the ball out of, a trap somewhere and you can get the ball back and you have time to like turn and look up and see the field, you can clip a ball in over the top of the back line and one of your forwards runs onto it with a head of steam and it's a one-on-one with the goalie.
Yeah.
Because there's a ton of space in behind. Whereas like a lot of teams will sit deeper. You've maybe heard the term park the bus. Have you ever heard that term?
No, actually, no. Okay.
So there's a term in, we're talking soccer right now. So there's a term in, I was responding to chat, by the way, sorry.
No, you're good. I was going to interject somewhere, but
term in soccer called park the bus, which means like sit your back line deep. So like essentially you're inviting teams to come into your half, but you're so compact
You
that
can't
you
get
can
anything,
keep
like,
you can
through.
keep the ball in front of you. Think of it like in hockey, if you pack your defensive zone right,
Yeah.
and it forces the other team to just swing the puck around the perimeter, but there's no
And
opportunity
just, like,
to
take a shot.
score.
Sure, it's probably just going to get blocked. Yeah.
That's the idea of park
That's the
the bus.
thing. People do that.
Yep. So that's sort of those are two very simple, like, high lines or deep lines are sort of like that's a good place to start, right? So Barcelona was playing a very high line, very high press. They said we're going into this game down 4-0 on aggregate. We have to take the gamble of giving up a goal for the benefit of, like, trying to get goals early. So they came out of the game just, like, so aggressive, and Atletico Madrid was on their heels. They could not get the ball out of their half. Barcelona was dominating, nicked a couple goals back. It was 2-4 going into half. And you're like, all right, this is a game here. Because on
2-4
aggregate.
total?
2-4 total. 2-4 total on aggregate. Yeah, 2-4 aggregate. In this game, specifically, it's 2-0 Barcelona going into half. But they need to score 3 more goals in the second half to win the game, 2 more to tie it, right? So they went into the second half, they scored, and they just couldn't get it done, and it was devastating. It was a devastating loss in Copa del Rey. But it was a good.
So what was the final aggregate? Was it 3-4?
So final aggregate score was 4-3. Atletico Madrid wins, and it kind of sucks because you watch that game and it's Barcelona dominating for literally 95% of the game. Atletico Madrid just sat back and prayed. They just sat back and prayed Barcelona didn't score, and it's interesting because they leave that game as victors, but they clearly were dominated.
Yeah.
But the game before, Atletico Madrid dominated Barcelona and won 4-0. So it sort of works itself out,
That's such an interesting way to do it, man. Like,
very interesting game for, like, not the typical soccer viewer to watch and be like, what the hell is happening here? Like, this is such an interesting way to approach this. But yeah, so we've got we won't spend too much longer on soccer here, but I just want to quickly go through, like, the Premier League table right now and sort of explain the landscape a little bit.
I'm a Newcastle guy. I gotta know how we're doing.
Yes, we are Magpies here at LNS. That's the team that we picked.
We're Mag Johns.
I picked Newcastle like 2 or 3 years ago because I didn't have a Premier League team. Decided to hop on the Newcastle. It's not even really a bandwagon because they're not great. But so you've got Arsenal right now is top of the table. That's what we would call it, top of the table. We wouldn't say Arsenal is the 1 seed right now. You would say Arsenal is top of the table.
I was just about to say that. Actually,
So Arsenal is they have sort of ushered in what is being considered like the new era of Premier League soccer right now. So soccer for a long time has been dominated essentially by the seeds of Pep Guardiola's strategy. So Pep Guardiola is known as, like, arguably the greatest coach in football history. He's up there as far as he's like the greatest tactician in soccer history.
Popovich.
I was going to say consider him Popovich. He's like in his prime still right now though. Like this is like Kawhi Spurs Popovich right now. Like he's still there. He's still that guy.
Hasn't
Incredible
had a stroke
coach.
yet. Got it.
Sort of like not exiting his prime, but like he's the Jason Kidd of FIFA guy.
That's what I was laughing at.
Yeah,
it was the got it afterwards. Great chat, Thickums.
Great chat, Thickums. We were talking about you earlier, Thickums. You just weren't here. You'll have to go back and rewatch the first couple minutes of the episode.
Although you'll have to go listen on Spotify, man. Yeah, guess you'll have to.
So like you'll often hear. It's funny because there's Pep and there's Pop. That's funny that those are the two. I just realized I don't know. It's just a weird funny. Like happening. But yeah, you'll hear Pep often referred to as like the guy in soccer for like being a tactical coach that just translates to wins wherever he goes. So he sort of revolutionized soccer in a way in terms like some people would argue he made soccer almost boring because he focused heavily on like the advanced stats of everything and like
so he's D'Antoni.
Smaller. He's like D'Antoni if D'Antoni won.
Yeah.
Like everything. Pep Guardiola had a stretch at Barcelona where they were winning everything. We're talking honestly, the way I would put it is it's like if he was like D'Antoni was on the Golden State Warriors run where they were just like unbeatable, basically.
Yeah.
Like that's like the closest thing I could get to because it's hard to even compare that like prime of Barcelona. They were winning fucking everything, man. It was incredible.
Yeah.
And they also had the GOAT. It's like if Michael Jordan was on the Golden State Warriors during the it's like so hard to explain how good that team was. But
yeah, it just wasn't fair.
A lot of like it's a lot of passing, a lot of moving the ball around, a slower tactical approach to the game that's like very chess pieces moving in and out.
A lot of
smaller
tiki-taka.
Tiki-taka. Yeah. Yes, this is like the birthplace of tiki-taka. Yes.
Gotcha.
It sort of it existed in so many ways before that, but it was like brought to like not even just relevance, but like the meta. It became meta almost. Now you would have teams that like were still successful without it, obviously, but like it's sort of the revolutionary, like the 3-ball becoming the thing in the NBA. That's like what this was, right? So teams got smaller and faster, and they leaned on guys being very technical and very, very skilled through the midfield. You have players like Xavi for Barcelona that like were not impressive physically at all. They were nothing about them physically was like a dominant athlete. They were oftentimes the best player on the pitch because the game. Sure. Yeah. Honestly, I would relate it more to like Steph Curry, maybe, where it's like physically he's not imposing his will on anybody, but the effect he has on the game via the play style is just nobody can keep. The world is trying to compete with it.
Okay.
So Pep Guardiola now goes to the Premier League shortly after his La Liga run with Barcelona in Spain. He goes to England, takes over Man City, who have now they've found their way back to relevance. But it was a different type of team because he's got Haaland up top. Erling Haaland is up top. He's a big Norwegian. He's not good technically. He's not a dribbler. Just a big.
Wasn't Rooney kind of like that? Just physical?
Yes. I mean, absolutely. Rooney was absolutely a very physical player. But Haaland's
a big
like
British, a big chud.
Yes, Haaland's like even bigger and stronger and even less technical than Rooney.
What is this guy? I gotta look this guy up. What is he?
He's like a what is it? Haaland, Erling Haaland. He is what you would consider.
I love the way he spells his last name too.
Yeah, he's very
Haala. Dude,
he's the
I've
man.
seen this guy. I've actually
he's
seen
the man.
Dude, this guy.
He rips.
Talk about a frame mogger. Holy shit.
Dude, yeah, no, he's awesome.
He's giving Aaron Gordon a run for his money, man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's our mogger of the week right there.
The mogger of the week is Erling Haaland. You watch him run too. He just runs like it's like very like it's like a Viking. He's a Viking.
He's just lurching around.
He is. Think of him as like the Giannis of soccer. He's the Giannis of soccer. Just so physically dominant, you just can't stop him. So anyway, Pep Guardiola's version of soccer has been very prevalent for a long time. There's been different versions of it. It's sort of like, think about the Shanahan coaching tree, or like, maybe even like the think of like the Patriots. Belichick. Think of like the Belichick coaching, like sort of nice. Good push. Sort of like the S tier model of how the game is running for a while. And now we have a shift in the Premier League where teams are going to what is called like true Brexit geezer ball. That's like the term for it, is like Brexit ball.
Dude, that's a great. I missed that meme. Sorry, I don't want to derail things. Keep going.
No. I was just gonna say the Brexit geezer meme is still like alive and well in like football spaces. I love it. Footy spaces.
Okay, good.
So yeah, Arsenal has sort of coined this new. They've ushered in this sort of new era of the Premier League where like teams are getting bigger, and they're winning off of like set pieces, corners, free kicks, like a goal. Set pieces like where play stops and the ball is placed down and then clip back in.
Yeah, makes sense.
So they want like a big forward up top that's going to get up there and put in a fucking header. They want a center back that's going to get in there and push guys around. And it's just sort of funny because like it's just so anti what has been the meta for so long. So Arsenal is is top of the table right now. They're in first place, and they are 5 points clear of Man City at top of the table. You get 3 points for every win. So they're essentially like a game and a half in first right now.
Yeah, they got 1 more win, good, 2 more
good
draws.
Place to be in. Yes. Yeah. 6 points clear is a good place to be in. We have till May, and there's like a game a week, basically. So
okay,
I don't know, 10-ish, somewhere around there, I believe. If that, maybe less than that. But yeah, so we've got this resurgence of Manchester United is happening right now. Aston Villa, smaller team, not known as like a giant at all, is 4th right now. Liverpool sliding down the table. They were dominant for the last like 3 seasons here. They were winning everything. Nobody could touch them.
And then you have Chelsea.
Mo Salah was the guy there. You had Trent Alexander-Arnold with the sort of like the what was called the wing back. The wing backs were really popular. Teams were going to like 2 center backs in the back, and then like a left back, right back, the outside back.
Yep.
You know that position.
They
had this is also sort of the brainchild of Pep Guardiola. The wing back is like a defender on the outside that pushes deep into the offensive play and becomes almost like a de facto midfielder. And you create like numbers advantages on sides of the field when you do that. So you had the inverted wing back, who was like a really popular type, like archetype of player, right? Think of it almost as like how the 3-and-D wing became super popular in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's like the wing back, the inverted wing back. And now in the Premier League, you have the equivalent of like the 3 tight end set. Like that jumbo unit is like becoming sort of popular. Like run the ball down your throat. It's not pretty. It's not flashy. We're not like run and gun West Coast, spread the ball out, throwing a lot. It's like get big, run the ball down your throat. We're going to win scrappy. Okay. That's sort of the vibe of the Premier League right now. So that's kind of the landscape of the league. I won't go too much deeper into that.
No, I love it, dude. That was a good little taste teaser.
Yes. This is a good intro to what the world of football looks right now. The last thing I will say is Tottenham Hotspurs. If you've heard that name, the Spurs.
Yes.
They are on the verge of relegation. They are tiptoeing relegation, which would
all-time low since
wild.
What's his name? Jason Sudeikis show.
Yes.
I never watched it, actually.
Oh, are you talking about?
I heard it was good.
You're talking about
what's it called again?
Oh my fucking God. Ted Lasso.
Yes.
Ted Lasso.
I never watched the show.
Fantastic. Dookie, you would love it. You would love that show.
You can call me Nick, by the way.
I know. Sorry. At one point, you were like, "Don't call me by my government name," and I was like, "Fuck." And then I never.
You can call me. You can call me Nick. I just don't rip that.
I won't say your last name. Okay.
Which if it happened, I wouldn't care too much, but I don't know. I mean,
anyway,
there are probably certain people out there who have profiles on us, anyways. Everything we like.
True.
So.
Go watch that show. It's a great show. Yes, Tottenham is nearing relegation. They probably won't get relegated, but that's like a big story.
Yeah, my first love too. West Ham.
Outside of that, our Newcastle is very middle of the table, which is like the NBA equivalent of being a play-in team or like a bubble wild card team in the NFL. But the main stories to note here are Arsenal back on top for like the first time in a long time. It's been a while since they've been relevant. They are on top. They're playing sort of an ugly style of soccer, but it's really working. Man City back to being dominant. I think they'll go far in the Champions League this year. Aston Villa, surprise good. Man United back to relevance after a long drought of being awful for like one of the biggest clubs in the world. And then Liverpool fall from grace is coming. That's the Premier League around the table there.
Okay,
thanks for
interesting.
In. Yeah. Now you know.
Wow, there we go. Soccer. Dude, that was great. That was I enjoyed that a lot.
Good.
It was helpful when you put things in like terms of other sports. It like genuinely it was very helpful.
I'm trying to do my best at like finding the right. I think honestly, it'd be really fun for next episode. I need to find like a really good like this team is this team of this league.
Yes.
Like, let me sit down. I need to sit down and be like, Liverpool is the Chiefs of soccer, which is like maybe even close to accurate. That's just okay. But I'm going to sit down and come back with a bunch of those to sort of like start painting the picture of like who teams are.
I love it. I love it. I'm here for it, dude. I'm going to be so locked in tomorrow at 2:15, right?
Yes, tomorrow as of filming right now. So we're filming right now on a Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, March, whatever that is.
That was good podcast stuff.
3rd, whatever, yeah.
Having the clarity to realize, or just the mental focus to realize that most people will not be listening to this today.
Well, that's fine. It's just at the time of recording, tomorrow we have Newcastle, who is our team, playing Manchester United. Yeah. So it'll be a good game.
I was just saying that's good. Yeah. Big time podcast guy moves to be like, well, we're recording this today, but people will be listening probably on this day or later.
Yeah, right.
So good.
Also, my girlfriend's cat just came in and is being so nice to me right now, which is big news for me.
I know that's a saga. That's a whole
This is just a whole story that many people are following, and she is fully taken to me. She's taken really, to you? Yeah. What does that mean?
Wow.
Do I not know the connotation of that phrase?
I don't know. I was just kind of implying one.
Oh. One time.
Look at that.
Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Did you hear it?
That was a labored meow right there.
She has a very like, A, she is probably hungry right now. B, she has the meow. She's very heavy. And she has the meow of like a woman who is very overweight and smokes cigarettes. Her meow is like very raspy and like labored is the right thing. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
She's working to get that thing out.
Yes.
Dude, when cats, I love the meow you get. Like when my cat's purring really hard, his meows are just like, he just goes, meh.
Yeah.
He just can't get the rest of it out.
She has a nice chirp. She has a nice chirp.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought maybe I said something with weird connotation, and then it reminded me of one time I was working at an ice cream. My first job was at an ice cream shop, and it was like before college. This was like senior year of high school, and a guy came in, and it was just me and him in the shop. I was like opening the shop. He came in like right when we opened for a midday ice cream, which great move, by the way. Love midday cream. And
wait, hold on. What vibe of this guy? I need vibe of this guy. Was he corporate?
Honestly,
was he
chill as hell.
Just chill guy?
He was probably early 30s. Probably just had like a day off of work and picking up his kid or something. Yeah. There was a school nearby. I think he was just getting ice cream for his kid before he went to go pick him up from the nearby elementary school.
Hilarious move is picking up your kid from school and having ice cream just for you. Like, oh yeah, I got ice cream. Like
that would be all time.
Dude, bet you wish you were an adult and had money and you could just go get your own shit like me.
You fucking loser.
Just so he came in a cone too.
Yeah, in a cone.
Sorry,
yeah, licking. It's dripping, and
yes.
You're like, yeah. So he comes in. It's just me and him in the shop. We're chatting, and he was like, he's like, yeah. So where are you going to school? And I was like, I think I was a freshman in college, maybe. I go, I go to Cal State Fullerton. And he's like, what are you studying? And I was like, communications. I'm majoring in journalism. I wanted to be a broadcast journalist. I wanted to do sports broadcasting. That's what I went to college for.
Same.
First. And Same. He goes, oh, that's really cool. And I was like, yeah, I just want to I did figure communications is broad. And like, if I ever want to switch to entertainment, I'll just be like well endowed in the industry. And he like paused and he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, just trying to become well endowed. I said it again. And he was like, cool, man. All right, catch you. And he like grabbed his ice cream and just walked out. And I was like, what did I just say? I don't know why I doubled down. I doubled down, I think I was like, did I say something weird? And I wanted to get his reaction again. And then I went in the back and looked it up and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a huge penis.
Yeah. I didn't realize I was
I'm doing broadcast journalism because I want my penis to be massive.
I think it'd be good to just be hung. My goal is to be hung. Huge cock. That's my mission for college here. That just reminded me of that when you said that. I was like, did I just say that I wanted to have relations with my girlfriend's cat? So I thought you scared me for a second. I thought that's what I was saying.
Yeah, she's taken to me is definitely not that. It kind of sounds like she's taken to you.
Thank God. But no, she loves me, dude. She's actually laying down next to me, chilling right here, which is big time.
Wow,
it's awesome.
Big time.
Yeah, it's awesome for me. Yeah. It's big time.
That actually reminded me of something. Sorry, before we move on.
No. I'll get back to it. That's fine.
And this is such a like nothing story, but it reminded me of this. And I've actually thought about this a few times in the past month. So I think this is the Lord himself telling me to tell this story on the podcast. When I was younger, there was this like family that lived close by, and like I wasn't like a bad kid. Like my family, I had 2 older brothers. We weren't like troublemakers or anything, but I think this woman was very like overprotective and very kind of like, you know, peeking through the blinds, seeing what everyone else is doing in the neighborhood. I think she thought that I was just like this kid that just like did whatever he wanted. Like my parents were actually fairly strict when it came to like letting me do things. But I remember being like in elementary school in like 3rd or 4th grade, and she picked me up from school, and I'm like, oh, I got I skinned my knee or something, or on like my elbow, and like the scab came off, and there was a bunch of piss in it. Like there's a bunch of piss, and I meant to say pus. Like I did not know the word piss. I don't think I'd even heard it. I just wasn't sure. Like I had heard the word pus before, and I wasn't sure which, like, is it pus, piss? I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I think I said piss like 7 times in her car as like an 8-year-old. Like there's a bunch of piss in it. And I remember saying it a lot and being like, I'm pretty sure it's piss. And then like asking my mom when I got home, she's like, no, it's pus. Like, did you say piss? I was like, no, I didn't. I did not say that. Actually,
there is something so funny about like an innocent cuss from a child. That is a funny.
Yeah. But and then that definitely like cemented in her mind that I was like a bad kid.
Really?
And that my parents
she sounds
swore in front
stupid
of me a
as
lot.
fuck.
Her son was cool. I liked her. Her son was a nice guy.
Nice.
We hung out a lot. Yeah.
Nice. Shout out her son.
Yeah. Shout out her son.
If you're listening, brother, your mom is dumb as bricks. Yeah. Welcome to my life. You want, it feels weird to feel uncomfortable on the podcast, doesn't it? You always want to, tiptoe the line. Oh, let's get Willie Goat canceled. I know it gets you. And that's people hearing weird things about me, say weird things about your life or you. Yeah. Welcome to my life.
I'm getting red. I can feel it. I can see it. Oh man,
I'm joking.
Speaking
by the way.
of red,
I don't know this woman.
Red,
I just want to say.
Let's talk about a group of people that often is described as red. Let's get into that.
You mean the Washington football team?
Yeah, that's where I was going actually.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm joking.
So crazy
I'm joking. Sure,
still
she's
so
a great
crazy
lady.
to me that like, dude,
and
I think, yeah, it's fine. He's not listening. She's not listening. No one's listening. But I think Louis C.K. has a bit about this. It's very funny. It's just like Christopher Columbus. Like a lot of people don't know. We call Native American people Indians because Christopher Columbus just thought he was in India and was like,
"Yes, right.
You guys are Indians." They're like, "No, we're not." He's like,
"Yeah,
you are forever."
I landed in India. Who else?
It's going to be a big deal for hundreds of years that I'm calling you Indians right now. You guys don't know you're in India. Like same-ish color.
Yeah.
A little more cherry involved. You're Indians. Crazy.
Yeah.
Very funny, though.
It is.
There's a lot of funny things in history like
wild.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, that people just human error just led to something like, hundreds of years down the road that like caused more problems later. Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, objectively,
domino effect.
It's just a funny situation. Like if it's very Seinfeldian, honestly, that just like you're Indians now. Like, no, we're not. It's like, I think you are. You're Indian.
Yeah. We did a lot of that around the world.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Quite a bit of that around
Columbus
the world.
He was from Spain. We not. This isn't a white people colonized.
I just meant I meant the conquerors of the world, the great, the
guys that actually like did
the
shit.
the imperialists of the world, that the colonizers is sort of what I meant there.
Oh man, yeah.
Was it Christopher Columbus? Oh no, he was from Spain.
Spanish.
No, wasn't he Italian?
Spanish? Don't think so.
I think he was Italian, but he worked for the country of Spain.
I think you're right.
I was going to say that was kind of why I said we, because Christopher Columbus was Italian, but he just did voyages with the conquistadors.
Yes, he completed 4 Spanish-based voyages, but he was Italian.
Yes. That's why I said we also, because I'm Italian. Sort of looping myself in there with Christopher Columbus. I also know that because of The Sopranos, because there's a whole story arc in there about like, Christopher Columbus is a fucking hero in this house. You hear me? Like that's Tony Soprano does like a whole thing about like they're trying to like not celebrate Christopher Columbus in the schools because for obvious reasons. And he was like, Tony does a whole thing about like, yeah,
Christopher Columbus is a hero.
It's not Peter Griffin. It's Tony Soprano.
Yeah, you're right. I can't do it, dude. It's so funny. I will do
Columbus is a fucking hero in this house. You hear me?
Yeah, that's good. Just congested, like very small mouth speaking, and that gets you there.
Yeah,
I'm like, to people in my family and friends, I'm like impression king. I do an impression in front of you. I'm like, it's so fucking terrible.
I feel like I need to hang out with your friends and family so that they can see what a real funny guy's like.
Dude, I told you, man. It's odd. No, I understand you're joking, but genuinely, like. Yeah. There will be a joke to be made, and you'll make it before me, and you'll make it better. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. I don't think I'd make it. I don't think I could make it in LA. I don't think I could.
You make me laugh. You make me laugh all the time. You're a funny guy.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I would make it. I think I just like not even like in an industry. Like I just don't think I could like survive out there. You know. In Alabama, I'm just like, dude, one of a kind. They're like, oh my gosh, that guy's is that a white guy in a Tupac shirt?
You're like, yeah, you're like really on the cutting edge. You're very like progressive Alabama guy.
Oh yeah, dude. People think I am just like they take one look at me like the most bleeding heart of bleeding hearts. Obviously.
Yeah. Right.
Just full on judgment mogging me.
I don't think that's how that word works. I don't think that's how mogging.
I'm using it that way.
You're just Christopher Columbusing that word.
Yeah,
you're just deciding it so. You're deciding it so. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Speaking of conquering things.
Speaking of that's good. I like that. Yeah. I like it. Where are we going to go with that? Who's conquering in the NBA here?
The Detroit Pistons are conquering.
They sure are.
So are the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder and the New York Knicks. However, what I think a lot of people are forgetting about is the sleeping giants out west. Because we have a Denver Nuggets team that really hasn't been healthy all year. Mm-hmm. And they're still in fourth in the West, I believe?
Fifth. They're fifth right now.
T-Wolves are fourth.
They're like one loss behind the T-Wolves, yeah.
Yeah. And I it's so easy to get caught up in, oh my gosh, like the Spurs are new money right now. The Thunder are still incredible. The Pistons are new money. The Knicks are like, trying to capitalize on the run they made last year. And you just have these exciting teams. And it's like, dude, Nikola Jokic still exists. Anthony Edwards still exists. Even so, the Rockets have a vengeance. Kevin Durant still exists. And this isn't Warriors 2016, 2015, whatever Kevin Durant, but like he's still 25 a game KD, 26 a game, wherever he's at. I think we're at a very fun point in the league right now because there's going to be a time where we've already started to see it, like guys starting to fall off and new openings are happening for the Pistons and Cade Cunningham. Like Russell Westbrook is on a lottery team coming off the bench. Chris Paul is retiring after being waived or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was worth mentioning.
I've had a steady drumbeat of picking the Nuggets to be my team this year that will win the championship. I still feel that way. They just played, I forget who their last, like two of their last three games were against some juggernauts. I think OKC was one of them. And then the other one was
Minnesota
Timberwolves, I believe. Yeah. And I think there was even one more, like, I think they had like a Knicks game or something. I forget what it was, but they've played some good teams recently and they're taking these teams all the way to these games are battles the entire time. They don't get blown out really, and they're still missing crucial role players. I think that's the biggest
they're
thing.
Missing their
they're missing their two best defensive players.
Yeah, I think it's like Jamal Murray's a really good player. If he were to be
Mhm.
out, they would miss him. But I do think Aaron Gordon is the most important player on this roster. That's not like,
Outside of
the
Nikola
most
Jokic,
talented. Yes.
Yes.
Like if Aaron Gordon isn't playing, you really don't have a lot of other guys that can do all of the things he can do on the floor at once.
Mhm.
And guess who the other guy is that's closest to that?
Peyton Watson, right?
Peyton Watson, he's out
now.
too.
Yes. So I think people are forgetting, like, Tim Hardaway Jr. was not supposed to be a rotation guy for this team. He was supposed to be like he is what he was meant to be right now, which is like a fill-in shooter for like when Cam Johnson and Christian Brown are out and that they've got a couple injuries, they got to move guys around, whatever. And he's been that. And he's actually played pretty well for them right now. But dude, I would put this Nuggets team fully healthy with all of their role guys up against any other team's role guys. If you want to take any team in the league right now and give me their top 2 players plus role guys, I would put Jokic and Jamal Murray, especially Jamal Murray this season, the way he's been playing this season. I said before the year that Jamal Murray at his best is like a top 5 point guard in the league, and people laughed at me. Jamal Murray at his best is unbelievably good. He may be the most underrated player in the league. People forget, I think, that because he's had so many regular season injury problems recently, but all-time playoff riser, has a ring,
True.
played well in that stretch.
All-time international play sinker also.
Yes.
Anytime he puts on the Team Canada jersey.
Struggles with Canada.
Mega super ass cheeks.
Struggles with Canada, yes. But man, and like a guy who just loves to take over in the fourth quarter, makes tough shots, makes important shots. He is everything you want in a winning scoring guard. It's hard to build around scoring guards. He's everything you want in a guy who is going to win you ball games and is a scoring guard.
Fair. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was the sort of end of this rant is like, dude, I get OKC's role guys are great. Defensively, they're the best role defensive team in the league. I get it. They have all the tools in the world. I get it. The Knicks have OG and Bridges and Hart, and they've got all these Mitch Robinson. I get it. The Spurs have Castle and Cornette is like a perfect back. Like all the best teams in the league right now have great role guys. I am putting this Nuggets role guy team, like all role guy roster, take out all the all-stars on the teams or whatever. I put this Nuggets role guy team up against any of them. I think they're great. I really do. And the hardest challenge for this Nuggets team is going to be the Thunder. And the Thunder, I think, are just too small to keep up with Jokic. Hartenstein is going to have to play a hell of a series defensively for OKC to beat the Nuggets.
Well, you remember what they did in the playoffs last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put fucking Caruso on him, and it kind of worked.
Who does a pretty good job, yes.
Yeah, and it worked because like a lot of what Jokic does is like, because if Jokic is trying to post up in the playoffs, they're just going to front him and then like have the backside help. Literally, they're just going to sandwich him essentially and be like, throw it in here. We dare you. And we're going to foul the shit out of you too for the Thunder. Like we're going to hang on you. It's going to be like dad's in the pool type situation. Everyone's just on him, just like trying to bring him down, and nothing gets called because it's the Thunder. But so a lot of the sets they would do, like Jokic would catch the ball like above the free throw line, like around like at least at 17 feet, if it not outside the 3-point line. And Caruso's just handsy, and he pokes, he prods. They'll bring a double. They'll, stunt at him, whatever. And like, with all that stuff, like, yeah, Jokic is just, he's got to get rid of it. But I do like, it's crazy. I said before that series, I like Denver over OKC in this matchup. Mm-hmm. And I did. I still, looking back, I'm like, I still do. But they lost. They lost.
My prediction is Nuggets in 7 when they see each other. And I think they will see each other because I don't think the Spurs are just too young. Wemby's great, but
they got to take their licks.
The experience does matter, and they'll give someone problems. But I don't.
New head coach too.
Yeah,
Mitch Johnson's never been in the playoffs.
Right. I don't think they beat the Thunder or the Nuggets. The Rockets feel a little bit like pretenders to me, to be completely honest with you.
I don't love them, but they're worth bringing up. In the West,
curious
at least.
What they do in the playoffs, because they can roll out like such big lineups with like Amen Thompson, KD, Jabari Smith, and Şengün all on the floor together. Like they can roll out some really, really big lineups, and I think that'll be interesting to watch in the playoffs. But I think the Timberwolves are better than the Rockets, to be completely honest with you.
Fair.
I think the Timberwolves are better than the Spurs.
Dude, I like the move they made, the Timberwolves. I have something I wanted to say about the Rockets, but Ayo Dosunmu is like the perfect point guard for that team.
Perfect for them. Him and DiVincenzo as their guard rotation is awesome.
Fantastic. Good shooter, like doesn't take a ton of them, but just is shooting like 45% from three this year, just like out of nowhere. Incredible in transition. He is, I mean, in Chicago, he was pretty much just like Josh Giddey too, and he can shoot a little bit. Like just, he's going to get it out quick. He's athletic. He's good defensively. Like I think he's such just a like miles away better fit than Mike Conley was in Minnesota.
I think he's one of those guys that like
might get him back.
Did
you hear about that?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yes, that'd be awesome. I am so happy he found his way to like I would call the Timberwolves a contender, honestly.
Relevant,
I would call them a contender
just relevant
at this
team.
point. Yes, that he found his way to a relevant, competitive team. Because I've liked that kid for a long time now. There's so many of those guys in this league too, man, that like they're just buried on shit teams and shit organizations and just waiting for their opportunity to be,
By the way,
useful and impactful on a good team.
Mike Conley did get signed by the Timberwolves after he was cut. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like an old rule that got put in place. I forget who the player was. There's like a original player for that rule. It's literally called like the fucking, I don't know, Gerald Green rule or something like that, I think is what it's called. It's not Gerald Green, but it's a player like that. It's like a role guy. But yeah, I think if we had to do like a list of like greater than sign, right? Like it would start with like Rockets, Spurs greater than Rockets, Timberwolves greater than Spurs. And then the end is like Nuggets, OKC, I don't know.
I would put the Spurs over the Timberwolves right now. We don't have to labor that or anything. Yeah. Because I just think that if the Timberwolves struggle anywhere, it's half court offense. Like they really don't do a great job of generating half court offense. It's like, and I love them though. I love watching them in the half court because it's like they'll run something pretty simple. And if Ant doesn't have anything he likes, a lot of times he's like, "Hey, Julius, here you go,
volley ball."
Dude,
that is a lot of the game. Yeah,
dribble into someone's chest 4 times and then just throw up a one-legged fader, and it goes in a lot. It goes in a lot. Like for how bad of shots he takes, like it goes in.
Yeah, like, he has sort of actually been like
he's been really good for Minnesota. He's kind of exactly what they need.
He's been exactly what they needed. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is he's been exactly what they needed.
Julius is the guy where you have to throw out the analytics. You have to just throw out the analytics of like, that's a bad shot. Like we shouldn't take these. Like, no, just let him be Julius. And he's going to lose you some games. Yeah. Hopefully in playoff time, it's less than more, but like he will definitely win you some games. Cause he's going to have like 35 on a random night.
Dude, no, I was literally just about to say that. He has he's like one of those guys that like has the rare ability to take over multiple games a year and can take over a playoff game. There's not that many of those dudes out there. He doesn't do it like, as often as like
a starting caliber
all-star. Yeah, right.
I should say all-star, not starting caliber guy.
I know what you meant. You meant all-star, yeah. But I will say I really do hope this Timberwolves team lands Giannis this offseason. I would just fucking love to see Giannis.
Unfair, bro.
And Ant,
that'd be awesome.
It would be so sick. It'd be so sick.
Ant and Giannis would be an all-time personality combo too.
I think it works.
Like
I think
Disney Channel, Disney. I think Ant would like Giannis because he's just like so pure, but he's also a competitor. And I think Giannis would be like, Ant gives me some street cred.
Yes, I fully agree. Yes, yeah. Ant could be a little bit like, let me pull you to the dark side of like being a little bit of a bad boy here.
Yeah.
The Eastern Conference is not more interesting, but I do think that James Harden on the Cavaliers. What's that? Oh, more parity. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I do think James Harden on the Cavaliers makes things fascinating. I could just see a world where if Jason Tatum isn't healthy, the Cavaliers are in the conference final. I just can. I can see it. I don't know what that's going to take quite yet, but
yeah, I mean the Celtics have had no Tatum all year, and they're 41 and 20.
They've been fantastic.
They've been very good. This is your classic like Missoula, like everyone thinks we're going to suck, and I love it. He said that before the season started, which is insane. He's a psychopath. I made a video pretending to be him today. I was like, all right, we like, no practice today. We're just going to go to like an Operation Desert Storm simulation instead. Like, cause that is the type of shit that he's on. But the Phil Jackson rule, the 40-20 rule, like if you're a championship team, you'll win 40 games before you lose 20. And I don't know if they did. I know it was close.
Who, the Celtics?
Well, the Celtics. But either way,
they're 41 and 20. So yeah,
to be that without the best player on your team or best, second best 1A, 1B, you're a very, very, very good team. And this is classic Missoula to just like have a rookie and Jordan Walsh never played rotation minutes until this year. And he is just a demon out there.
Yeah. Him, Hugo Gonzalez, and who's the other kid? 55 is his number. What's his name?
Is it Garza? Luka Garza?
No, Baylor. Is it
Baylor Shireman? I like Shireman.
Yeah. Shireman's been playing well, dude.
Yeah. Also, Baylor Shireman will just he kind of locked Luka up when they played the Lakers, bro.
He did. No, he gave Luka all sorts of problems. Absolutely.
He's just big. He's big as shit. He's like 6'7", 6'8"-ish. He's strong.
When do we move Derek White out of elite role player to just like
good, just like
all-star? Like to like a guy that can be like the number 2 on a contender? Because that's what he is right now.
Okay, Derek White. Would you rather have Derek White right now or all-star, like championship-winning Bucks Chris Middleton? I'm taking Derek White.
Derek White.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek White.
Like even all-star, whether it was championship year or not, like all-star Chris Middleton, I'll still take Derek White.
I would take Derek White.
Yeah, it's funny, dude. I thought Derek White was going to be a good player when he was with the Spurs. I remember the Spurs had like a weird transitional year where I think they were an 8 seed or a 7 seed, and Derek White was like their guy. And I was like, he's a good point guard. He's big. Like, he guards. He can run the show. He's not a like game altering offensive player, but he's good enough. And they kind of like gave up on him essentially. And then he ends up. Did he go? Did he have a stop in between San Antonio and Boston?
He went straight to the Celtics, I think.
Because I think he was like coming off the bench in San Antonio, dude.
Yeah, there
you're
was
right. He got traded.
Thickums asked in the chat, Derek White or Austin Reeves. And as a Lakers fan, I can tell you Derek White. And it's like not even really close.
Yeah, I mean, Austin Reeves is a better offensive player. Like, I think you can give Austin Reeves the keys to a team offensively. Like, I think if you put Austin Reeves in Tyler Hero's shoes right now, the Heat would be better.
Yes. I mean, I would say let's do the greater than follow here. Tyler Hero, Austin Reeves greater than, Derek White greater than. But it's also kind of a different style of player.
Yeah, they're different. I'm thinking of just guys who get them up, like who can just score.
Yeah.
Like guards who aren't superstars, but their job is to score the ball. Yeah.
Totally. Austin Reeves is in the premier tier of that, yes. But I would rather have Derek White on my team. I mean, especially next to Luka. What a perfect fit that would be.
Yeah.
But this Celtics team does.
Go ahead. Sorry. Finish your thought.
I was going to say the Celtics team does look really good. The Knicks have been a little bit up and down. They're back to like winning ball games, but there was just that stretch where it felt maybe Cat didn't want to be there, or Brunson, like around the trade deadline. I think that team was feeling the effects of Cat being in every trade rumor, where it was like Giannis to Knicks involves Cat that's the way it will happen. And
I'm sure it'll shake up a locker room
of that. Yeah. So I know they are kind of back to winning a little bit, but I'm tired. I'll put it this way. I'm tired of believing in this Knicks team. I'm tired of saying, actually, the Knicks team is going to be the one to. I don't want to do it anymore. I think I actually am more into this Cavs team right now. The Pistons are the team to beat, though, in the East. I will say,
yeah,
they are.
Yeah,
they
if we're picking a team in the East that's not the 1 or 2 seed, like I'm going Cavs over Knicks.
Yeah,
I mean the Knicks had the 2 seed for a long time too, but I'll say this: I talked about this in a video, but think about like where has James Harden played like his best basketball in terms of not numbers he put up, I should say. I shouldn't say played his best basketball. Where has James Harden had the most success in the playoffs in his career?
Houston.
So I guess they did go to the conference finals one time in Houston.
I meant like just as once. A guy, like as the guy.
And I shouldn't say. I keep rephrasing this question because I just want to be correct. I guess I'm trying to find a way to phrase this question so I'm right. Where do you feel like James Harden was closest to winning a championship? Because I have a very specific example in mind.
Well, if you're talking about like 6-man in OKC, the early years of Russ and KD, is that what you're talking about?
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna land the plane here because it's not your fault. It's my fault. It's very kind of obscure. Don't you fucking do this to me right now, man.
It's not your fault.
Shut your mouth. What's that movie?
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Thank you. But I was going to say I feel like it was Brooklyn that one year where, I mean, if KD's toenail isn't on the line, then
right.
They win that game. They win the series. And then they play the Hawks in the conference finals, easy. And then they play a very inexperienced Phoenix Suns team. Well, other than Chris Paul, it was like Devin Booker, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton. So I think that was his best chance to win a championship because look, dude, if you beat the Warriors in the conference finals, you got to go play LeBron. Like you're not and they lost. They got smoked when it was all said and done by the Warriors when they did make it there. But
true. I see what you're saying. Yes, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess and the similarity I was going to draw is I feel like this D'Antoni 7-second offense version of James Harden is at his best when he's paired with a Kyrie Irving type player, a scoring focused guard who's not really trying to play the point guard role. He's maybe a point guard by classification, but he's not really that. And I think that's kind of what Donovan Mitchell is. Like if there's a guy that fits the bill outside of Kyrie that's just going to be pretty comfortable playing off ball when you're on the floor together. But when he does get a touch, he's not trying to run the show. He's just going to attack, Yeah. And that's pretty much, it's pretty much like what Donovan Mitchell is. And it feels like great value, like off brand Luka Kyrie is what James Harden, Donovan Mitchell feels like to me.
Yeah.
You have a tunnel vision scoring guard who's a good shooter too, off the catch. He's going to shoot probably around 40% from three. He's going to attack when he touches the ball. And then you have the guy that wants his hands on the ball every single possession, and he's going to run the pick and roll. He's going to average 8 or 9 assists, around 20 points. He's going to shoot a lot of threes. It's going to be a lot of just him dominating the possession with a little alleviation when they're on the floor together from his Robin. And that's what it feels like.
Yeah, so. I think when it gets down to it and it's playoff basketball, my prediction, if it lines up this way, we don't know what everything looks like yet in terms of how the bracket will look because there could still technically be some movement, although it's unlikely. I would love to see Cavs Pistons conference final. Those are the two teams that I'm the most interested in. I think the Celtics will be there. But I don't know. I like this Cavs team right now. I'm a fan of this Cavs. I enjoy how they're built. And I would just rather root for them as my East Conference sleeper team than the Knicks right now because the Knicks just keep pissing me off.
Okay, I got a question for you. If there is a team that you feel like could make a run to a conference final, and it could be a top seed, but maybe a team that you just don't like people don't think they're going to get there. Like pick one from each conference.
They could get to a conference final?
Yeah, you think like I think they could just like F around and go pretty far. Like win 2 series.
I think the Cavs are my pick for that in terms of like
fair
the non-Pistons or Celtics East Conference team that people are thinking about. Healthy Embiid Sixers is interesting, but that's just such a huge if that I wouldn't put my eggs in that basket at all.
Yeah, plus he's 40 too. So
plus he's 40. Raptors and Magic are pretenders. Not that anyone thinks they're a contender. They're just, I don't think they're serious at all. Outside of that, I mean, Giannis is back. I don't know. Do the Bucks sneak into a play-in and then all of a sudden it's like the Celtics at the 2 seed got to go see the Bucks? Like I don't know. Like that's a possibility.
That's true.
Bro,
and they've been playing better. They've been playing better without him.
Bro,
and Cam Thomas now too. Don't forget.
Bro, Kevin Porter Jr. is playing out of his goddamn mind. Have you seen his stats?
Yeah, yes,
he's so fucking good.
He's always been good. He's always been good. He just strangled his girlfriend and fucked everything up. He's an idiot. But swaggiest game ever, dude.
Very swaggy game. He did play a very inefficient brand of basketball for a while in his career. This is like the best version of him that we're seeing for sure. But
I'll say this: Houston Rockets, KPJ, when it was KPJ and Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Yeah, it was a fun team.
He was killing dudes, bro. He was killing dudes.
He's like good defensively too.
He's better. Because last year in the playoffs, when they did make it,
go ahead. 2 steals a game or something. He averages like a crazy amount of steals. I mean, that doesn't make you good defensively, but he has an impact on the defensive end.
You are providing impact because, dude, last year in the playoffs, Indy was just attacking Kevin Porter Jr. the entire series. They were just like, dude, you can't stop us. You can't stop Ryan Nembhard, whichever one the non-Maverick one is. Andrew Nembhard. Tyrese, crazy that I just said whichever one the non-Mavericks one is to talk about a Nembhard. That's just the way I'm wired. That's how Nembhard. That's how Ryan Nembhard my brain is becoming.
Right.
but yeah, he's been better this year from what I've heard at least. But dude, his game is so swaggy, bro. I love watching him.
No, I agree.
I got a lot of heat from like NBA TikTok when I was like Kevin Porter Jr. still fucking rules, and everyone's like, "How dare you?" Someone said to me, at some point, you either stand with women or against women. And I was like, I stand with Kevin Porter Jr. as a bucket. That's what I stand with.
Well, okay.
That's my official stance.
I mean, I can't. I won't be in on that take personally.
not with what he did, but also
I mean
that he's dude, at a certain point, you're a bucket or you're not.
Yeah, right. He's a piece of shit human being. Same with Jackson Hayes, Miles Bridges. Get them out of the league. I would prefer they were out of the league, but the reality is they're in it, and he is playing well.
What did Jackson Hayes
commenting do? On? He also domestic abuse. Jackson Hayes is a piece of shit. He got suspended because he body checked a fucking mascot. Did you see that?
No.
You didn't see that? Jackson Hayes checked a mascot for no reason during like a timeout and like laughed, and then he got suspended for a game. Jackson Hayes is an actual like piece of shit. He's a bad person, I think.
I feel like I've heard something about Jackson Hayes just not being like a good guy. Like he just thinks he's like a shit
dickhead. Yeah,
I think. I know what it was. I had one of my intel sources told me that when he was with the Pelicans, they're like, they were like, we don't want him anymore. Like it's very clear that he just doesn't care that much. Like he's not going to get any better because he doesn't work. Like he's not locked in. He's just like he's okay with just being athletic and 6'10".
It shows. He's stupid as fuck on the basketball court. He has no idea what he's doing. He's lost on every play. But no, yeah. So if I had to pick, I'll put it this way: my like sneaky, where the fuck did they come from? And now they're in the conference final team is the Bucks. If I had to pick one, my most fun watch of the playoffs this year will be the Charlotte Hornets. If they make it, they will be the most fun watch of the playoffs because I do think they're going to take a good team to 6. They won't win. But they'll like squeak 2 games out off of purely just like Brandon Miller flamethrower game.
Yeah.
They'll just have like 2 games where Brandon Miller scores 40 or something. And then in the West, I don't think there is one. It's too top heavy. There's just no way.
My team is
maybe Healthy Warriors.
Oh,
maybe Healthy Warriors like gets to a conference final somehow. If the Timberwolves get bounced and then like the Nuggets and Thunder see each other early, and there's a world where like the Warriors play the Rockets or the Spurs, I could see them sneaking to a conference final. But outside of that, I don't have anybody else. Who's your team?
Yeah.
The Clippers?
No. So in the West, I could see
the Suns.
The Suns. Yeah, you got me, man. I could see the Suns just giving a team like the Rockets, or dude, even like low key, even the Thunder, just giving them hell defensively. Because the Suns are like we'll find way, we'll score off of like scraps, but like we're gonna guard you. And in a 7-game series, I can see Jordan Ott finding a way to really be like just be disruptive. Because like the Thunder, and they have the individual defenders to do it. Like, I don't think Dylan Brooks is going to lock Shea up or anything, but Dylan Brooks could hold Shea to like.
Is Dylan Brooks going to be back for the playoffs?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I think he will be. But I think he broke his hand. So I don't know.
I can see Dylan Brooks playing one-handed.
Look, totally. I don't disagree. They're like a fun pick. I just think, look, they're 14-14 on the road this year. They don't travel that well. I just don't think they would. I don't think they could close out a series. They don't have the offensive firepower to close out a series. That's why I picked the Warriors. Totally.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get to the one that I could like really see happening, and it would really suck for everything I've been saying. I could see it. I could see a fuck you, Luka tour, like just genuine. Like, everyone's been talking so much shit about me this year, and I'm going to carry my team to a conference finals. I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen, but I could see it happening.
I can't. I watch this team every night. I can't see it happening. It won't happen.
It's not going to happen. But if it did happen, I can't say I would be surprised because he's so good, dude. He's so good, bro.
This team is so good at fucking soft. This team is so fucking soft that I genuinely would be shocked if they got out of the second round.
Dude, I'm literally writing a YouTube script right now called Why the Luka Lakers Aren't Working. And if they made it to the conference finals, I wouldn't be surprised. Because I'm like,
I would
because, dude, Luka will take everything about your team. Luka will take everything about your team that you're like, this doesn't work, and make it not matter. Because he's just going to go do it himself.
No.
Like, he's the definition of Thanos. Fine, I'll do it myself. Granted,
not this year.
He's still human. He's not LeBron James. Like, he's not going to carry Kyle Korver, Tristan Thompson, and whoever else was on that team. Dwayne Wade,
Mike Miller,
Cavs Dwayne Wade to the finals.
Yeah, right.
But like
Derrick Rose, Cavs Derrick Rose.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if he was on. I don't even know if he was on.
He's very good in like in the playoffs, bro. When teams are locking in on what you do defensively, like it shows time and time again. There is, and this is a fun fact. There is not a guy for this single season highest like regular season usage rates of all time. So I'm talking like this guy for this season. There's not a version of that guy, an instance in the top 40, I believe. Maybe I think Kobe's at like 36 for highest usage in the regular season that won a championship.
Yeah.
They never won.
Yeah.
Like every single guy you get on the list, you look at playoff high usage rates, like all of them won championships. Because when you're like, our whole team identity is this guy, and you have a high usage guy in the regular season, teams are like, okay, we can stop that. We can find a way to stop one guy or find a way to completely rule out everyone else so that one guy actually has to do everything. But when you have a team that doesn't have the high usage guy, but is capable of it, the team, you're like, okay, let's stop what they do. They like to run these actions, this action, that action. They play out of this set a lot.
Yeah.
And then you get to the playoffs and they lock in all of that stuff. You're like, okay, we still have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right.
We can just give him the rock. Like, like on the wing and just let him operate.
Yeah, you can game plan for everything else, but you can't stop
exactly.
Step back.
But when your identity is the one guy, it's tough. It's tough to do
impossible.
that.
It's statistically impossible.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally 2010. Part. It's 10, 11 Kobe. Probably that Jordan, won a championship, sure, and I think Jordan's next. It's a lot of Kobe and Jordan in terms of like guys with high usage rates during the regular season that won a championship.
Yeah, it's very rare. Should we get to our draft? Should we draft?
We probably should. We might even have to do this like somewhat quick.
Yeah. We'll move. We'll bust through it. Okay. Let's do this.
Speaking of busting,
I'm gonna put my air. I'm gonna put my air. Is that too obvious? Which hand it's in? No. Okay. I'm gonna put my AirPods case in one hand, and then I'm gonna hold the hands up, and I'll reveal. All
right. And if I pick the right one, then I get to pick first.
Yes.
By the way, I pulled up that usage rate list. Where is he? 10, 11, Kobe. 36. Because I've done this before. Number 36 on the single season highest usage rate is the first guy to win a championship on that list.
Wow.
Westbrook, crazy. Harden, Giannis, Kobe, Westbrook, Jordan, Iverson, Luka, Giannis, Luka, Embiid, Luka, Jaylen Brown, Boogie.
Jaylen Brown.
This year's Jaylen Brown, actually.
Wow.
Boogie, hilarious. Harden, D Wade, Jermaine O'Neal. Hilarious. Pacers,
Jermaine O'Neal. Polar Bear in Texas.
Yeah. Harden, Jordan, Luka, Iverson, LaMelo Ball, Iverson, Kobe, Melo, Boogie, Iverson, Embiid, McGrady, Giannis, Jerry Stackhouse in 2001.
Yep. There we go.
Dominique Wilkins, and then Kobe is the first guy to win a chip. Even all those Jordan years, he didn't win.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, it won't work. The Lakers are not going to go anywhere. Don't even try. I don't want to have hope.
I got to say my Eastern Conference team, and then we can do the draft.
Oh yeah, please.
My Eastern Conference team that I think might just like mess around and go to the conference finals. We're due, Connor. We are due for a Spoelstra hate run. We're due for a Spoelstra.
I thought about that.
Like, hey, we're 500 during the year, and then guess what? Yeah. In the playoffs, I own the playoffs.
Tyler Hero's back. Bam is. I unlocked this version of Bam that's like the best we've seen. Khalil Ware all of a sudden figures it out.
Khalil Ware is baby Giannis.
The team is just deep as fuck. It just I could see it. Norm Powell's averaging 30 in the playoffs or some shit. I could see it. All right. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. I have a battery in one of these hands. Which one?
Left.
My left hand. This one here?
Yes, correct.
First pick. Nikola Jokic at point guard.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll take that.
Really?
Yes. Okay, that's a good pick. That was my second pick if I didn't get my first pick.
Whoa. What the hell? Where are you going with this? Wilt Chamberlain? Oh.
Wemby, dog.
Take him.
The cheat code.
I'd rather have Jokic.
In terms of versatility, I'm taking Wemby.
At your point guard?
No.
Okay.
Not at the one. I got a different point guard. I had a backup plan for this.
By the way, for those that don't know, we're drafting a starting five.
Oh yeah, we should definitely explain this.
I'm like, pick a battery. Jokic. You're like, Wemby. That's it. Where's the battery? Jokic. I want him. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
We gotta explain this.
We are picking a starting five of centers only. We're doing a draft of centers only. We did an appetizer draft last episode. Please go watch it if you didn't, because it's really, really funny. Where we picked appetizers. But yeah, we're doing a draft of only centers. Okay. So your first pick is Wemby. My first pick is Jokic. I'm running Jokic at the point guard, by the way, just so it's clear.
I got to write down are we doing a 6-man? I think we should do a 6-man as well.
We'll do a 6-man. Okay. With my second pick, I'm between two guys right now. With my second pick, I am. Oh, also every guy that we're picking, it's in their prime. It's prime.
You get
guy
the best version of that guy.
And no power forwards, true centers only.
Yes, no Tim Duncan, no Dirk.
No Tim Duncan or Dirk. Yes, or Giannis.
Correct.
Okay, Jokic at my point guard. My second pick, I got to do it. I'm going Wilt Chamberlain.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Good. Oh, really?
Good. Because I need my point guard.
Who's your point guard?
Boogie. Give me Boog.
Oh, I like it. Wow.
I might put I think I go Boogie at the 1 because we know he can do it. New Orleans, man. Oh, what a time. No, what could have been.
That's a sleeper pick, honestly. I didn't even think of him.
I took him so early too because I'm like, I can't not get him. I cannot roll the dice because if I don't get Boogie at the 1, I don't know who I'm playing at the 1.
Sure. I think Wilt is going to be like my power forward, by the way.
Okay. All right. I think I put Wemby at like the 3.
You put Wemby.
I think Wemby's my 3-and-D wing.
Okay. I like it. It's a good pick. I have a different defensive wing. I don't know if it's really a 3-and-D wing, but yeah. Okay. So I got Wilt at the power forward. I got Jokic at the point guard.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if we're going prime, I'm gonna do Shaq with my next pick.
I want to check.
I mean, prime Diesel at the 5 is. I don't care. I don't care if we don't have a ton of shooting right now. We have Wilt Chamberlain and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm good with where I'm at. Okay?
Yeah, you're pretty solid on the block. That's a good pick. However, so right now I got Boogie at the 1 and Wemby at the 3.
Okay.
I'm going to go, and this one is for all my 2K like Legends League like all time roster draft guys.
Okay.
Give me Mutton Chops Kareem. Give me Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
Mutton Chop Sideburns Kareem.
He was on my list. I thought about it. He's a good passer of the ball, so you get a little bit of like playmaking from him. I think
he's all around. I put him at the 5.
I think Kareem is 2 all time. By the way, in
points.
Point and like assists for a center.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's
behind
like
Jokic.
He's like top 3 all time in points and blocks, and then for a center, he's like 2 all time behind Jokic. I think
that's crazy.
All time. He's so underrated, bro.
People
don't realize he's in the GOAT tier.
I might put Kareem at the. Kareem does. I don't think he catches shade. I'm not going to put it that way, but he definitely like. I wish we had the footage. I'll put it that way. I wish we had like the footage, bro. Like more of the footage at least. I'm going to put Kareem at. I'm putting him at the 5.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have other plans.
Okay. You're a little light, I got to say.
Kareem was strong.
Yeah, but Shaq?
Yeah, you have the diesel.
I don't know. Okay. All right, this is a tough pick here. This is a tough pick because it's like, like I have guys that I want to pick, if that makes sense, but it's like they're not like all-time greats. It's a matter of I'm trying to build a team. I'm trying to build a team that fits.
Yeah.
Not just drafting all the best centers of all time because I don't think that would work. Like I don't know if maybe I shouldn't have taken.
No, I'm on the same wave. Like I want it. It needs for me. Like I need it to make sense. I can't just pick like the best 5 centers.
Right. So that being said, my next pick, who will I guess will be my shooting guard. I'll put him at small forward for now. Karl Anthony Towns.
I would put him more. I would say he's more of a power forward, but
he's listed as a center. I looked it up.
Just as a center, really? I guess I'm just thinking because he played next to Gobert for so long. I'm not going to say like you can't do that. Honestly, I don't think that's too far out of.
Well, he plays center right now for the Knicks.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's a footer. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. I'm not going to like.
Okay. No, I can see there's contention there, but he is a true 7-footer, and I do think his natural position is technically center. And he's playing center right now.
It's funny. I think he's more. And I'll say this. I think he's more of a power forward. Like, and I think that's why he's in trade conversations is because he can't play the 5 that well. However,
you know what, though?
No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna contest this. I think that's fine.
Are you sure? Well, because he is kind of a power forward / center, which we did say. I didn't know if that was going to be. No, I'll take it off. I'll take it off.
I don't hate it. I don't. I think if you want it, then do it.
No, I don't want to have another fucking Buffalo Wing situation.
I'm not even arguing. I'm not arguing with you.
No, I know.
You can do it. You can do it. I want you to do it.
Pissing me off. Are you sure?
It's a good pick. Hey, if you need that, you should do it. I'm just kidding. You can do it. I don't care.
You're a piece of shit.
Like, to me, like, I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
If you took Cat, could you be upset with me for taking Anthony Davis? Because pretty similar situation.
No, I wouldn't be upset with that. But I agree. They are sort of center / power forward, and we said no center / power forward. We said true 5 only.
We did say that.
For that reason, I'm going to redact my pick. It's fine.
Okay,
it's fine.
Fair.
I can live with this. It's okay. I am going to go. This is going to be a hilarious pick, but we need some shooting. So I am going to go prime Nikola Vucevic. At my 2 guard.
Orlando Magic Vooch.
My 2 guard is Orlando Magic Vooch, who, by the way, hell of a player.
King of the deep too, man.
Just he shot the 3-ball, man. He shoots threes.
He does shoot threes, but he loved, dude, Vucevic in prime Orlando Vooch loved the good deep too.
Yeah, my thing is, I think this is just, I'm gonna allow for some amount of like coaching to happen here, and I'm just saying, oh fuck, I fucked up, but that's okay. All right, take your pick. No, I like Vucevic at my 2. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I like it. We're telling him to space out though. He's sitting in the corner and shooting threes. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I think like I have a guy on here that I'm like, okay, he's not really this, but I think he could be this for this team.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm drafting Hakeem Olajuwon, and I'm putting him at the 2.
Interesting.
Hakeem wasn't like, he wasn't a shooter, but he did like hit mid-range shots and he had good touch. Yeah. Also, like a lot of people say that, like, people talk about Wilt being this crazy athlete, that he had like a 50-inch vertical and that there's like all these tall tales. Hakeem kind of just like was that, but like without the fishing story, aspect to it. Like Hakeem he was a 7-footer who just moved like he was like 6'3". So I'm taking Hakeem and I'm putting him at the 2. I think he's going to be like my defensive demon.
Yeah.
And I think, I think that in there is a world that exists where Hakeem could like be serviceable on a catch and shoot 3. I think Hakeem is my Lou Dort. Just go out there and be a pit bull. We'll take what we get from you offensively.
I'm not going to take him now because I'm sort of switching my team around because of the Cat.
Yeah, what was your oh fuck?
Well, no, I can pick him now because you didn't pick him. But if you have Hakeem, at your 2.
Shit! I just did it. I think I just did the same thing. Oh no! I should have taken this guy.
I'm going to slide Wilt down to my 3.
Damn
Wilt's going to be my small forward.
You're doing it.
My starting power forward is going to be prime Joel Embiid.
Damn it! You did it. You did exactly the thing, and I'm like, oh shit, I missed that.
That's exactly. I said I picked Vucevic, and then I went, oh fuck. What I wish I would have done is picked Joel Embiid for my shooting guard, and then picked David Robinson as I could have picked my like defensive. I wanted David Robinson on this roster. It was going to be Cat and David
Connor, I got just incredible news for myself because that is exactly who I'm taking to put at the 4 is David Robinson.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Wow.
We got a 6-man though. You do have a 6-man.
I was giving you all of my.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I was taking David Robinson like regardless.
Sure.
So. Yeah, that was my guy after Embiid. I was like, David Robinson probably be my 6-man if I can get Embiid too. I should have taken Embiid first. I don't think you were taking Hakeem.
I wasn't going to take Hakeem just because I felt like I was already big enough, and I didn't see him as like a shooting guard type center guy. I saw Vooch as more of like he's 6'10", sit in the corner, spot up type of guy. I like my shooting. I like my shooting here because I have Jokic, Vooch, and Embiid who can all stroke it from deep. Right, my 6-man. I think I've picked first in every draft. By the way, I think I just keep getting lucky.
I think you have
my 6-man, and this is
not taking Wemby's. To me, is a little like I think you like Jokic is a very very good. Like I think it's 1A 1B. I think in the centers draft. If you're trying to build a versatile team, like Wemby is. To me, is the obvious 1-1.
I had my plan and I executed. Outside of like Cat and David Robinson not being on the roster, I like my lineup here. I like my team and the way it's built. My 6-man, and this is going to be. I think people are going to like laugh about this probably.
I swear, if you take the guy that I'm going to
actually,
take,
I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to do.
I'm going to be pissed if you take the guy that I'm going to take.
I'm between. Hold on, I got to think about this.
I think I know who you're going to take if you say people are going to laugh at you.
I don't think
it's a bad pick. If you take the guy I'm thinking of, in terms of versatile 5 men, I think. Can I guess?
Yeah, I was going to say, who do you think I'm thinking of right now?
Al Horford?
No. I sort of half thought about him at some point, but no. I'm between a couple guys right now. Fuck.
Vladdy?
No. I'll tell you who I'm between because I'm going to pick one and then you're going to get your pick back anyway, so whatever. Part of me wants to go Marc Gasol because I feel like he's a good passer and I sort of need another passer. And then there's another part of me that's like, is Bill Russell sort of a point guard, shooting guard-esque guy, but he's just so old. And then there's a last part of me that goes, fuck, what if I just pick Yao Ming as the Wemby answer? The next biggest dude ever.
Yao Ming could not hold Wemby's left nut.
That's the other thing. Is like,
I thought about Yao. I think I have someone else I like a little bit more because I'm like, I do need someone to bang down there with Shaq. Right. Not that there's a clear answer, but someone that can at least.
Yeah.
You know, like I think Mutton Chops Kareem, like prime, he was big as
Mutton
shit.
Chops Kareem is up there, yeah.
I think he might be able to help, but I think my 6th man has got to be someone to help address that a little bit.
There's also part of me that just wants to go like Moses Malone because he's like one of the best centers ever, and it's just like we'll just take another guy that can actually legitimately play.
Dude, I might take a cheat code especially because we're saying the prime version of this guy.
Okay,
I might take a cheat code.
Yeah.
But I need you I'll wait until you make your pick.
I need to pick here. We need to end this episode, and I'm mulling over a hypothetical that doesn't matter at all for way too long.
What do you mean doesn't matter, dude? This is it.
I'm gonna go Marc Gasol.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, I think that's okay.
Good defensively, good passer of the ball, can shoot a little bit at least.
That's one of my favorite things that you say consistently is good passer of the ball. You like to pepper that in. He's a good passer of the ball. Yeah. What if he's a good passer of other things?
Oh, I forgot about Dwight Howard. Fuck.
I thought about Dwight Howard.
Really,
he's the most center of all time, and he's also 6'10", and he's very good.
I'm going to stick with Marc Gasol. I like my Marc Gasol take. I'm staying Marc Gasol. Maybe Bill Walton would have been a better pick.
So that is who I was thinking about going with.
Yeah,
Bill Walton, and then I thought of my cheat code guy.
Arvydas
this
Sabonis.
is a guy. Yes, that is great. Wow, fantastic guess.
I forgot about Bill Walton and Arvydas Sabonis until right now. I would have taken both of them over fucking Marc Gasol. What am I thinking? Damn it. No, I like my Vooch pick.
Vooch is like he's a shooting guard. He's
I could have picked him later.
He is a traffic cone though.
Well, it's all centers.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, Akeem is torching Vooch off the dribble. I think that's pretty. But it also has to, he's got to get down there, run into a few big boys. But I was going to go Sabonis because we didn't even see Arvydas' best years in the NBA. He was just stuck in like the Soviet Union for however long and just killing over there. It was like they're literally like Michael Jordan and Shaq combined. But Arvydas is my 6th man.
Because he could shoot a little bit too, huh?
Yeah, he could shoot it. And I think he's 7'1". He was big as shit, like athletic, could shoot it a little bit.
Yeah.
Good passer.
I think you might have won this one. I think you might have finally beat me in a draft. Finally.
Hey, maybe I'll actually make the full clip for this one.
After the
awful loss. I will make the appetizer draft.
Yeah.
I'll make the appetizer draft. But I think I'll make the appetizer draft. We'll have a poll, and everyone will vote for you because you have more followers than me. And then this one will be a true test to see like if people are just voting you because it's you.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Damn it.
I like my team a lot. Okay, let's go through our teams. Let's go through our full teams here.
You won this one. Marc Gasol was a bad pick.
Well, let's just roll through the team so we have for the clip at least.
Yeah.
Or just for the sake of doing it.
My team, all centers, starting 5. I have Jokic at point guard. I have Vucevic at shooting guard. I have Wilt Chamberlain at the 3. I have Joel Embiid at my stretch 4, and I have prime Shaquille O'Neal holding down the paint. And then my 6th man, my sort of multi-purpose tool guy, is going to be Marc Gasol.
I think you have a lot of shooting.
I do have a ton of shooting. Yes.
For a team of centers, because I really only have, I guess my 6th man, Sabonis can shoot a little bit, but I gotta specify Arvydas as well. But my point guard is Boogie. My shooting guard is Akeem the Dream. My small forward is Victor Wembanyama. My power forward is David Robinson. My center is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, specifically Mutton Chops Kareem.
Bucks.
Throw that in there.
Bucks.
And my 6th man is Arvydas Sabonis.
I think you get me there. I do.
I hate to see you so dejected. Wow, this is interesting to do a draft and you're not like parading around afterwards.
I will say there's a world where we just have more shooting, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
Because I did.
But I'll say this: every single one of my guys can guard everywhere.
We should play like
I got athletes. Boogie might be my worst defender.
You're better. You're way better defensively, which might be a bigger difference in being a better shooting team. Does 2K still have the blacktop feature where you can like pick all the like different teams throughout history and everything?
I could check right now. I can check later.
Well, we'll end the pod first, but yeah, we should check that, and then we should like run that live on stream. I wonder if we can.
That'd be fun.
That'd be funny.
Just run that to start the next episode. Just us playing 2K.
Set that up. That'd be hilarious. I would actually really enjoy that.
That'd be fun.
Well, I think your team wins, but I think I have a chance. I think I would have a chance.
Yeah,
they would just have to have. They would have to
light it up.
They would have to have Magic Vucevic on there, which I don't think they would put on a historic team for any reason.
And I mean, I think the biggest X factor on your team to me is Embiid. Like, I think prime Embiid, bro. Like,
yeah, MVP season Embiid.
Yeah.
Also, Jokic is like, I think we're sleeping on the fact that Jokic is like arguably the most well-rounded player on the floor, just not defensively.
Yeah, I mean, I think like, to me, on this team where you do have so many guys that are so good, like Boogie can do similar things to Jokic, and he's not like a cone.
All right, you win. Fuck. Damn it.
See, Connor, this right here, this is how you win. You just act like you've been there. Good old-fashioned, hey, great job. I think that, I think your team's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to take notes or anything for like.
Yeah. Spoken like a true loser. Spoken like a guy who usually loses.
Hey, love you, dog.
Hey,
great show.
You, great show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thanks for tuning in the live chat, and if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube and/or Spotify, thank you for that as well.
Yes, thank you. And by the way, if I was just going to say, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're listening on Spotify and you're not following us or have our notifications on for when the episode drops, do that. If you're watching on YouTube, we do have a lot of YouTube listeners. I always neglect the YouTube watchers, listeners. Please subscribe. So hit the bell notification. We want to be a part of your life. Why don't you just let us in, huh? Come on.
All right.
Quit being so closed off. Let us in.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I don't know where this is going. I don't like to be involved in this.
Yeah, I just do a little. I'm checking boxes. I'm crossing T's. I'm dotting I's. All right.
Hell yeah. All right. Goodbye, everyone. I love you all. Good show.
Love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.